Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Dark Souls and recording it all on VHS. Last time we, continued the mistakes of my first playthrough and came into the painted world by, quote-unquote, accidentally touching the painting instead of, progressing into On Orlando. So, yeah, we're here now, and we're going to make more mistakes because that's kind of the focus of this playthrough, of reliving my first playthrough. And reminiscing about it and trying to make all those same mistakes all over again. It's been a weird one this week. It's still been a week, but at the very least I'm not quite so tired. Had myself a good sleep. Now if only I were good at Dark Souls. I hate how hard they hit. And I hate the one with the torch back there. Alright, so, we're human and we're coming out to this little corner here because we should get invaded by a lad. There he is. Now, to be fair, this did not happen my first playthrough. I did not come out to this little corner of the world as human, so I would not have... Oof. So yeah, I would not have fought this this phantom. That's the word I'm looking for. But he's a fun fight, and also, why not? So there we go. We have another whip. If only whips were... Like, again, whips are actually pretty decent offhand weapons because you can still parry with them and they bypass shields, and, like, the notched whip causes bleed, which is all pretty cool. It's just... it's the difference between having a shield or having a weird offhand weapon that can do some cool stuff. Also, I'm going to shut up here, and I hope it comes across in the audio. I'm going to, like, mess around with the sounds and turn them up, because I only noticed this recently, but, like, out here, at, like, the very edge, there's, like, a weird, like, chanting. So I'm going to shut up for a bit and try to get this... But yeah, it's like, it's only here at this corner of the painted world. And it's a spooky as heck chant. Like, again, I'm not sure if it's going to come across on my audio. We're getting compressed through both. Like, we've got like 3 layers of compression here of, like, whatever's getting recorded onto the VHS itself, and then the digitization process and turning it into, compressed video format. And then there's my editing, and then the rendering out from there. And then eventually, the YouTube compression on top of everything. So, yeah, there's a whole pile of compressions that has to survive through, but hopefully that sound will come across, because it's spooky as heck. And, like, I only noticed it fairly recently, when I was playing probably the Switch version with headphones on. Like, it was one of those things of just, like, I hadn't played with headphones on for the most part, and, like, gone out into that very specific corner. Also, last time we cut this rope using magic from afar, this is where we would do this, so usually. Anyway. This is the sort of thing that I mean when I say I feel like Dark Souls still has secrets. Like, you know, I've been playing this game way too much for 9 years, and oh boy, it's been like, there's still those little surprises like that it's just like, oh, I never knew, or I never noticed that thing. Like, that's what I mean when I say I feel like Dark Souls still has secrets left. It's just like these tiny little things, but they're just fascinating when you find them. Excellently dodged. I just realized how many souls I have, and that somehow ended up on a nice round number. Huh. Well, if we got 70,000 souls, let's go fight some... What am I doing? Why am I not going back to the bonfire? What's wrong with me? Oh, mistakes are being made actively, and not just for nostalgia reasons. This is just dumb. What are you doing, dude? Why do you keep... Why are you still doing this? You could have stopped. Alright, so down here we meet our friends, good old Bone Wheel, in tight corridors. It's a bad time. Oh, Jesus. This spear apparently does not do a whole lot. And this shield is not 100% damage proof. But thankfully, like, this is where great shields come in super handy. They are the counter to bone wheels. For the most part. Like, you can still just get bone wheeled slowly to death, where they just slowly tick down your stamina and destroy you. But I hate these tunnels. There's a bone wheel like around one. There he is. Just like around the corner. Okay, well, we put 70,000 souls on the line there. And also humanity, I guess, so... Why? Oh boy, we're here to make mistakes. That is the theme. I might... In fact, I am probably going to readjust some equipment, specifically for these bone wheels. Oh, the spear is kind of nice. For its attack, we could go back to the Crystal Halberd. That isn't such a bad idea, honestly. Shields are not what I need right now. Like, it would be great to use a big weapon. We might do the Black Knight Sword. Okay. So Black Knight Sword, we're going back to this because I think it should do better about... Okay, it does seem to do what I want it to do. It's like a heavy enough weapon that it breaks the skeletons. Okay, we do in fact still have our medium roll. I was not expecting that. Alright, and then we very, very, very carefully and slowly head out this way. Please stop someday, skeleton. Oh no. He dodged. Alright. Soul's no longer on the line. And then you have this quiet lad who's just sad in the corner. Could be spared. Or we could do that and also get ourselves toxicked. But well, hey, it's Fire Surge. Right now I am regretting not having like 30 strength to be able to use a perfect defense great shield. There you are. There's our annex key. There's an unfortunate amount of damage taken. And real quick, we're going to swap out the gold serpent ring. Because, as it turns out, these skeletons can, in fact, drop their shields. No. You know what? Let's go in the front door. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? So this room is one of the deadliest rooms, but it's also one of the coolest looking. Like, this area right here, just this very dark, very dimly lit room. I don't know, like, I don't know if it's just, like, something to do with the, again, the shaders that they use here, or... Well, that's good to know. It might be, like, that gentle, like, fog that seems to be rolling through, or, like, the smoke in the room, or dust or something. Like, there's something about this room that makes it look super cool. And it could also just be like it's a long enough, dark enough, but light enough room. Like, again, with the light, like the kind of light pouring in from these little holes. It might just be that this room is far enough that it hits the, like, distance. Like, things fade at a distance in Dark Souls. Like, that's a shader that I think they just turned it off for Dark Souls 2 and 3. Like, it just isn't there. I see you over there. But yeah, that like thing about things in the distance getting like hazy is like, it's such a cool look, and it seems to only have been enabled in Dark Souls 1 for whatever reason. That's not good. That's real bad. Everything's fine now. How are you? Can we cheese this? Yes. Now, admittedly, like, I don't remember which way I went my first time through the game. Of if I went in the like, down the well and then came in through the back way into here. Or if I went through the front way and came into here. I really do not remember which one I did. I feel like it might have been the back way, though, because then you get spit out and there's this lever immediately here. Like, I don't remember searching for this lever. I remember just kind of stumbling into it, and I feel like I would have best done that coming in from this direction. Because it, like, lights up as you get close. Whereas, otherwise, like, I don't know if I would have even thought about this wall, or noticed that there was, like, clearly, an illusory wall there, but... I'm not sure. Also, that little cutscene, like, that's one of... It's one of those little cutscenes that just kind of sticks with you. Or at least for me. Like, it's one of those that, like, the statue, like, spooks me out just enough. Like, that slow turn, and then the stare, and then, like, the way it's shot, it just, I don't know, it has, like, horror game vibes to me. And it's like, I never would have thought about that statue, but now that I've seen this cutscene, like, I am, like, distinctly aware of of it, quote-unquote, looking at me. Where did you even come from? Alright. Made it back with our souls. Hooray, hooray. Alright. 20 endurance. Like, we are real spread thin here on a lot of things. I know the sword we're going for actually scales better with intelligence and faith than it does with strength. I could upgrade strength though. It's I think I need just like 2 points in attunement to be able to get a third spell slot, which would be kind of useful. Or at least, you know, it increases versatility, and that would be kind of fun. Could pump endurance, so I just like don't have to rely on Havel's ring. That is taking up a ring slot, and there's a lot of fun things you can do with rings. Strength would be fun, just so I could use, like, say, a better great shield if I wanted to. I really do not know. I also don't want to run around with 30,000 souls, but I don't know what I want to spend this on. It's like I've kind of been in a holding pattern with vitality and endurance, but we're up there now, so heck. I will figure it out off camera, I guess. Alright. I should also switch off of my Black Knight sword, because as much fun as it is, I have used these a lot this playthrough. And I really just want to use different things, but at the same time, that lightning spear, it's fine, but I mean, it doesn't do that. And real quick, we're gonna get ourselves a bit of cover. Switch that back out to souls. Because if we're killing these guys, we might as well make bank off of it. Oh, such a fun little chunk to farm. Speaking of chunks, let's head up into the annex. We still need to do that. There's still a lot to dig out of the painted world. There's a lot of these little nooks and crannies and like places to drop down and all that stuff. Let's also switch off of this Black Knight Greatsword that I've been leaning on just way too much. We are kind of limited in terms of what I have that I can still use that's useful. Now that I have access, like, basically once I have access to warping, if I really wanted to, then I can farm up just tons of stuff. But, like, fairly certain we're going to have the sword that I've been working towards this entire playthrough. I just don't want to fight two birds at once. This is very unfortunate. Alright, let's try this again. Get up the stairs to have a drink. Alright, what's the verdict on this? Is this cheesing it, or is it using the environment to my advantage? Did I not get 2 birds? Did I only get 1 bird? Did I just see this pile of crows and get confused? So the Dark Ember, in terms of like items that are really kind of interesting, Dark Ember, Ember required for weapon, blah blah blah, Forbidden Black Ember, and no living blacksmith knows of it. The Church King. God, this text is so small. The Church King hid the Forbidden Ember, Black Ember, and no living blacksmith knows of it. Occult weapons were used to hunt the gods and are efficient or effective against their followers and kin. Like, that just sounds rad as heck. Like, this is like the most metal of upgrade paths. Bonk. Like, I love the sound of... Yeah, I just love the way the Dark Ember sounds. I don't know how I feel about occult weapons. Like, I've never really used one. Like, there's the occult club at some point, which we might have, like, a very brief stint of using the occult club, now that I think about it. But, like, it's very much... like, what is even the point, I guess? I don't know, it's just a weapon upgrade path that I haven't really experimented with or used or done much of by bird. That dang death pit, anyhow. So, Vow of Silence is a pretty cool miracle. This is a terrible place to fight birds. Let me try to maneuver to a half-decent location. Okay, we lost one of the birds. That's good. Did you fall? Or did you land there on there? They didn't get souls, so I think they just landed like right down there, and maybe they're just in an unloaded bit of game, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we need to fall down there for that item. We need to... where was that? I guess maybe... can we fall down there? Let's find out. Let's find out. And yeah, that just goes around until it stops. So it's interesting that we find, like... this is like one of the big Dark Souls lore questions that still remains of just like really much of anything about Velka. Because it's like, there's the Pardoner. But that's really about it. Like, aside from the Pardoner, there's just like so little information on Velka. And we just picked up like the whole Pardoner gear set. And it's just like all we've got on Vilka is like the goddess of sin and the the pardoner who will like listen to these sins and absolve you of them for a great number of souls. Like, aside from that, there's just so little information actually ever given about Vilka. Alright, so... Takes so many stabs of this dang spear to get anything done. We also get the pain guarding set, which is kind of like it's just a nice thing. Did I pick up the thing that I thought I did? I thought. Nope. Did I just miss an item, or am I forgetting where an item is? Either way. Screw it. Okay, fine. I don't have the stamina to climb, you jerk. There we go. Everything's fine. Fastest way down, fastest way back around to our annex so we can get that last little path out of the way. So we should also find Velka's rapier here, and this is part of why I want to do a rapier playthrough of Dark Souls at some point. And I mean, it's mostly just Velka's cool. Rapiers seem pretty rad, but it's just... I have gone the entirely wrong way. Back down this way. But yeah, it's just like... It's just like this super cool thing. There it is. The Velka's rapier. I've wanted to use this weapon for so long. And it's like, I've got the stats for it. For once, actually. It does a good chunk of magic damage because it's intelligence-based, it's magic-based. Has not great durability. It is also an occult weapon, which means it's good against, you know, the gods and their followers. Symbolic powerful thrusting sword used by the pardoner serving Vilka. Goddess of sin. Is no mere symbol, to be sure. The pardoner is an inhuman swordsman and wields this enchanted blade with special sword technique. You know what? Let's have a look. We're at 288 for like total damage with the spear. Where'd that rapier go? 221, it's not that much lower. And again, we lose our kick. Like, this is a problem that I have with these thin swords. It's like, the moment you run into somebody with a shield, you can't do anything. Oh, that's actually a really nice, strong attack. Like that little double slice. I like that. That's really cool. It is also funny that the the two-handed sword attack it draws a V. Classic, like, Zoro, I guess. Alright, so we're not too bad with this right now. And we can still do the shield up stabs. And that little, like, attack and retreat kind of works against these rats. But I don't have, like, a wiki up, so I can't do... You know, I can't, like, look into what's the, you know, secret critical bonus damage value for Vilka's rapier. So I do know that the base rapier, like, just the rapier, has, like, the highest of those secret critical values. Keep having, like, one attack just, like, go above the rat. And, like, yes, there is a critical value mentioned on the stat page here. Of course, you're looking at it through VHS, so God knows if you can even read the text. But, yeah, there's the critical value, which they mean for backstabs and riposts. Kind of. It's, like, I think it's specifically for backstabs. And, like, your assassins, or your thieves' daggers, assassins' daggers, whatever those ones are, those just have a higher critical value. You having a nice sit there, man? But yeah, like, rapiers have this stupid secret... I hate it. It bothers me to no end. Rapiers have that secret critical value that is not the critical value listed on the weapon. And I find it immensely frustrating. Oh, hey, there's our bird. Hey, bird, come back. Bird. Bird? That is such a great bit of imagery there. Just the long tunnel with the light at the end. Like, it's classic imagery, and it's real strong. But, like, with the, like, distance blur, it's so good, so good. And the fog wall at the end. These birds really do not care about this rapier much. But, like, this is the other problem with rapiers. They just don't do... They don't do a whole lot of damage at a base. And, like, I'm not fighting anything that I can parry right now, so it doesn't even matter for, like... You know, I don't even have, like, a parrying... I can't parry right now. There's just a lot. There's just a lot about rapiers. They're just like... You could have been cool, my dude. You could have been cool. Alright, can we rush out here? And grab our blood shield and scram. We don't have to fight this dragon. I'm very tempted not to, just because, like, it's going to take a while. We do know dragons don't like lightning, though, so let's switch back out to that lightning spear. And, like, we have Remedy, so his toxic breath really is not much of a concern. Hey, dude, I'm over here. Oh, geez, camera. That was fantastic. It's like, hey, let me run away from the dragon. Nope, the camera has decided to do a full 180. Geez, camera, could you stop? Please. Those bites do, like, completely destroy you. So I'd really rather not the camera flip on me again and put me right in the path of that bite. I really should have stepped further back for that. That was foolhardy. Yes, kick the dragon. Perfect. Get ourselves a dragon scale, and of course you can't actually go this way, kind of, because there's the other half of the dragon, which looks really interesting and super rad. And, like, it's still moving, so it's like it's still alive, and it's just like, oh man, what does it actually mean to be this everlasting dragon that's just covered in, you know, Nito's horrible plagues and toxic and nasty and stuff, and just, ooh boy, what a horrible fate. In other news, back half of the dragon is one of these things. And now that it's standing up, we could just drop down on our bridge. And that makes a lot of this stuff, like, didn't have to do it. Oh, we're going across the bridge the normal way because I want to. We also still need to go up this tower for things that we don't need and have no purpose, but it looks cool, dang it. So we're going to go up this cool looking tower. Also, I'm running low on Estus. I should probably do something about that. Also, just because I would like to get this rolling a little bit faster, we're going to go back to our Black Knight sword. Because we're going up this very thin staircase, which is not particularly conducive to that spear attack zone. Bye, bird. I am always entertained that the birds can die to falling damage. the bird has survived. For now. What great imagery, though. Like, you've got all of these crows. You have this thin staircase that just leads to nothing. And now you can just, like, look out over everything in this area. And this is gorgeous. This is so... like, that gray winter sky and just, like, the great deep voids below. You've got the spiral staircase. You've got this weird, spooky looking tower out in the distance. Just everything about this is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, we got an item here, and it's for some dumb PvP stuff. Meh, who cares? But the view, like, that's the real reward here. Unless you're really into PvP and want to, like, put down the like, fight me signs. Which, I don't know. I don't know if anybody really used those much in Dark Souls 1. I do appreciate that option was there of, like, the opt-in to be fought as opposed to the get invaded. Because it's like, if I would like to do PvP, then I would definitely prefer that of, like, oh, somebody has left down a red sign, let me go ahead and fight them. Alright, so we are pretty much good to go for this area. So let's wrap things up real quick. And hey, bird, you made it. You survived. Good job. Which weapon to use? That's the real question here. Just real quick, okay. I think we'll play around with Velka's Rapier, which is really a dumb idea for a boss. Also, I've got like 60,000 souls, and I still have no idea which direction I want to go with those. Bother. Well, let's stall just a little bit. Okay, so 2 levels. There we go. Let's go ahead and build towards the sword that we're actually going to use. I think what I might do is just go ahead and try to get these flattened out, so just faith, intelligence, dexterity, strength, and just keep those at level at this point. But we now have our flask. We're not going to be fighting anything that's going to poison us, so I might switch out my spells real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Right, Fellow Silence takes 2 slots, only has 2 uses. But preventing spell usage is kind of neat, kind of mean. Yeah, that'll do. Playing real poorly there, but whatever. We're fine. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So only got to see it for a moment there, but that like Baronecki Knight just like standing up on the standing up on like a higher part of the bridge, just very imposing figure. All right. Oh boy, I thought I was out of range. Come on. Mistakes were made. Ooh, boy, that was closer than I want to admit, but boy howdy, that overhead attack deals so much damage. Okay, so this Baronecki Knight, he does, as far as I'm aware, always drop a large Titanite shard. So, like, if you need to just farm large Titanite shards and you don't want to, like, buy them with souls, this is the guy, I guess. Consistently drops them. Real quick, let's go ahead and cast Replenishment now. Slowly get our health back as we get close. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna pause here because it's story time. I've mentioned a lot that my first playthrough, my character fell into magic and like turned into quite the mage, and part of that was great. Okay, cool. I have at this point rescued Logan. He's back at Firelink. I've gone back and like bought some of the spells, including one that's been really powerful and really helpful in getting me through places, and that is Homing Soul Mass, which will, in case you've never used the spell or never read the description, it summons like 5 little magic orbs around your head, and they will fire at something that is within range. It doesn't matter if it's friendly or not. That's kind of that's kind of the lead in, but it will be dispelled by going through the white fog. So my strategy for bosses at this point was basically walk through the fog and immediately cast totally wasted that use of replenishment. Go through the fog and then immediately cast Homing Soul Mass, so that, you know, before the boss gets to me, it would be ready. So what I did is I went through, immediately cast Homing Soul Mass, and then I realized the boss wasn't attacking me. And like an idiot, I took a step or two forward, and right about where it says talk, that was the point at which, unfortunately, like, stepping about here, this is pretty much the range for Homing Soul Mass. So I didn't have the option to talk to Priscilla, kind of, because I had cast a spell and didn't wait around for like the 2 minutes or whatever it takes for that spell to dissipate.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
And yeah, it's real unfortunate because, again, mistakes were made in my first playthrough, and This has been a playthrough trying to emulate a lot of my first playthrough mistakes.
Thou must return it. This land is peaceful.
And yeah, yep. This is where we're going. Oh, I'm sorry, Priscilla. Like, real quick, before we go making mistakes, what a rad character design. Like, look at that scythe. Gosh dang, that is, wow, that is neat. And, like, she just, I don't know what to say aside from just what incredible character design and what, just dang. Also, like, I really like this boss fight, and I kind of hate that. All right, let's just get into it. Okay, well that's not working at all.
I expected as much from thee. Why does thee
So yeah, my first playthrough, that would have been how I opened the fight, was getting to be about here. Oh, we found her. Just ran into her. Oh no. Oh, I do not want to get hit by her bleed. Her bleed hurts a lot. This is really just like the worst weapon choice for this fight. Oh boy, this is a real bad choice. Mistakes were made. Yeah, in terms of, like, what a cool boss fight of just like having this invisible enemy and needing to like watch for her footsteps in the snow. Oh, there's that blood loss. Alright, I don't know if I can do this with the rapier. Like, this has been a fun experiment, but boy howdy, this is the wrong weapon for this. In, like, every way, shape, and form. Oh, blood loss, why? We all know why. Also, they give us a shield to deal with this. Where are you, blood shield? There you are. So, blood shield has all of these really great defenses. I don't know what that does, but it's probably not good. Oh, come on. Winning that fight never feels good. It never does. It always feels like, why did I do this? Oh, well. It really just leaves forward as the only option. Let's do it. And a homeward bone. How useful. If we use that right now, it'll drop us right back into the paint. And now we're here, surrounded by all these painting guardians. Let's just book it. Forgot I did not lower the bridge. Okay, I feel like my controller's having some weird issues here, but... So, I don't remember when I thought... Oh, hey, wait, I can... Hello. Was not expecting you to follow me. I don't remember when I realized that you can press that down another point. It might have been one of those, like, hey, wait a minute. I lowered the bridge so I could get to there, but what's down at the bottom of the stairs now? It might have been that. Like, I don't know. I don't remember. But, hey, it's great that this leads to a bonfire and this lovely statue of Gwen, Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. There's clearly no secrets here. And of course, there's, like, one of those really ridiculous set of secrets of wearing the right ring will make this statue vanish and reveal a secret path. How people first discovered that, no idea, but... I mean, this is where the orange soapstone system is actually good, because the vagueness of it would not allow anybody to say specifically, oh, you need this ring. It's just like you can leave a note that says ring required ahead, then secret path ahead, or something like that, but that's the best you got. You can't just say, oh yeah, you need specifically this ring. And it points towards the secrets without giving them away directly, but also... Having played this entirely offline, my first time through, and, like, not looking anything up until after I had done a full playthrough, like, this secret never revealed to me. Like, this was just a chamber, and there wasn't anything underneath. Anyway, I've gotten a little bit long, so let's get on done with this. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.